A double win for sneaker player On Holding as the company beat analyst estimates for the quarter and delivered an upbeat outlook. The company sees itself entering a period of, quote, hyper growth in the second half of this year. Joining us now in a Yahoo Finance First On is On co-CEO Marc Maurer and co-CEO and CFO Martin Hoffmann. Good morning to you both, gents. Appreciate you taking the time. Marc, I'll start with you. We talked to you on IPO day. We talked to you at the end of last year, and we're talking to you now. And there seems to be a real acceleration in the business where your offerings are now starting to appear really everywhere. How do you explain what's happening? Why is this light switch just suddenly turned on?
Yeah, thank you for the question, Brian. Really happy to be here. I think we spoke about it. I mean, on IPO day, actually, we said, hey, we're at the point where we feel we've laid the foundation for kind of the next level. And so I think this is what we're seeing happening right now. We saw very strong growth across all the markets. We saw very strong growth across all the product groups. The US obviously contributing the most to it. So this is really what you continue to see. And I think we support that with lots of product innovation. So we just launched the Cloud 5. We're going to launch the Cloud Monster on 31st of March, which is our max cushioning running model. And we expect that trend to continue.
And hey, guys, it's Julie. I know you also are taking a cue from some of the other sneaker companies and going for collaborations, which have been really popular in the market. In your case, Loewe is your latest collab, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. How has that been going, and do you expect to do more of them?
That has been our first collaboration. We're extremely proud of it. I think Loewe is one of the oldest and fastest growing fashion houses from LVMH. The collection is almost sold out, as it really stands for where our product is positioned, at that position between technology, performance, and design. And this is why Loewe approached us if we want to go there. And we are very proud of the outcome and also seeing the products across all the Loewe stores. They also have a very strong presence in Asia, which is an important market for us, but also on our direct-to-consumer channels.
Martin, margins were up a lot in this quarter, despite what you have been dealing with and retail has been dealing with supply chain and inflation. Do you think you can continue to grow margins this year in this type of environment?
The margin reflects our premium positioning, and we are achieving premium gross profit margins. We had a bit of headwind from additional air freights that we were using this year, and we will also be using that more in the first half of next year. We see our long-term outlook towards 60% gross profit margin, and we are very positive that we can go there. We just increased our prices on certain items in the US. To offset some of the additional costs that we are seeing, especially across the supply chain, to be able to maintain a very strong gross profit margin.
And also, when we're talking about gross profit margin as well, I think about manufacturing, right? And you guys make a lot of your shoes in Vietnam. The factory, to my understanding, had been up and running again. Have you seen any further shutdowns with this latest wave of COVID that's been making its way through Asia?
No, we're not seeing shutdowns in Vietnam, so we're producing at plant capacity. What we're seeing is that we have a surge of COVID cases, so it's very important to us to put the health of our team and all the workers first. So we see partial line shutdowns as some factories have outages, but it's not government mandated shutdowns. Nevertheless, we're able to keep production up. What we're also seeing is in southern China that we have some government mandated lockdowns, but that's not really impacting our supply chain at this point, as we're having very minimal exposure to southern China.
Marc, the footwear market is extremely competitive. When I walk into a Nordstrom store, I now see your offerings, and then right next to it is some fancy looking things from Nike. When you study the data, who are you taking market share from?
I think we're since the beginning we've been able to offer something that is very unique. So it gives a unique feeling. Our cloud tech, it offers a very unique design that is very transversal, kind of from performance to a more fashion related appeal. And so we're able to grow the market. I think this is very important. It's not necessarily stealing from someone, it's being able to grow the market. And then it really depends on which channel you're looking at. When you're looking at our specialty, we're obviously competing with players like Brooks or Hoka. When you're looking at Nordstrom, it's probably a bit more Nike. And so we definitely see, depending on the channel, us gaining share.
Well, it's been a fascinating story to track from day one. Looking forward to staying in touch with you guys. On co-CEO Marc Maurer and co-CEO and CFO Martin Hoffmann. Have a great weekend.